Today, social media is inundated with propaganda that's anti-Israel and anti-Judaism. How do we respond to some of our critics? Hi, I'm Rabbi Bentzion Kravitz, founder of Jews For Judaism, here in Jerusalem. One of the claims against Judaism that I hear is that Judaism is not a spiritual path to God, that we can't have a personal relationship with God. We're just following a bunch of archaic rules and regulations. But this week's Torah portion, the book of Deuteronomy, tells us something different. The book is full of spiritual messages. And we're also told that the mitzvah of tzedakah, of giving charity, is a key to having a relationship with God. This is alluded to in the Hebrew word for commandment, which is mitzvah. But the word mitzvah means more than a commandment. It means more than a good deed. It actually comes from the Semitic word savta, which means a connection. So when we do a mitzvah, we become connected to the one that gave us the commandment. We become connected to God. And King David alluded to the greatness of charity as a mitzvah when he said in Psalm 17, verse 15, "B'tzedakah echazeh panecha," that with charity I perceive your countenance. This is also seen in the act of giving charity to a poor person. When we take a coin and hand it to a poor person, we spell out the 4 letters of God's holiest name. This little coin represents the Hebrew letter Yud. We put it in our hand with 5 fingers representing the 5th letter of the Hebrew alphabet, the letter Hey. We reach out our arm, which makes a straight line that represents the letter Vav, and we put it in the hand of the poor person, which also represents the letter Hey. So we spell out the name of God that is spelled Yud and Hey and Vav and then Hey again. So through this we perceive God's countenance. And we know in these days, as we are leading up to the day of Tisha B'Av, the 9th of Av, which commemorates the destruction of the temple, that Isaiah said in chapter 1 of his book, that Sion b'mishpat tipodeh v'shaver b'tzedakah, that Israel will be redeemed through charity. And through acts of charity and kindness toward other people, we will transform the world to be a good place. And we will merit that we won't have to celebrate Tisha B'Av as a day of destruction, but it will be a day of redemption with the coming of our righteous Redeemer, with the coming of the Jewish Messiah, who will transform the world to a world of peace and kindness. And it should be that we see this before the 9th of Av, and we have something special to celebrate. And may you have a warm, beautiful, and spiritual Shabbat Shalom. Hi, I hope you enjoyed that short video. I want to let you know that my new book, Know What to Answer When Someone Challenges Your Faith, is really become very popular. It's selling on Amazon, and you can get it by just going